gosh, I feel better than this time last week. Goodness gracious me. I'm so sorry I missed you all last week. And sorry, I am ready. And very nice to see you this week. Thank you very much for coming and joining me again. If you're live, hello, it's Monday morning. If you're doing this later on in the week, hope you're having a good week. All right, so everybody, let me just move that cycle helmet as well, and then it looks like an exercise studio all of a sudden. Sort of. Oh dear. So good. Well, welcome. Hope you've had a good weekend. Hope you're all feeling all right, well, happy, and just you've turned up to come and do 30 minutes of exercise. So well done for that. All right. You're here. That's the hardest thing. That's the hardest thing. You've shown it. You've put me on and you're here. All right. Everything else is easy from now on. All right. Because you've done it and you've showed up. All right. So I want you to, as always, work at your own level. Just, see how you're feeling today. It doesn't matter. The most important thing is that we move a bit more. Whether it's a Monday or not, it doesn't matter. All right, so shall we make a start, everybody? Because I think it is just about 10 o'clock. All right, so let's start usual way, all right, which is warming up through the body. So you need to start with just a little march through these feet. Remember, you can be sitting down in your chair. You can be holding on to something. All right, so whatever you feel, right for you today, just do it, all right? Just do it. Just making sure that you're just moving through those feet. You are gradually starting to move through the arms, unless you want to keep holding on. That is absolutely fine. All right, this is good. So you can work at my speed. You can be slower. You can be a bit faster. All we are doing is marching on the spot, just trying to get a little bit of warmth in the body. That's it. So just to start off. Now, whilst you're marching, I want you to start to tune in to how your posture and how your body is feeling this morning. All right, so just start by paying a bit of attention to your hip flexors, which are here at the front of the hips. All right, let me take my jumper off, actually. So, all right, so you're paying just a little bit of attention here. All right, what I want you to do is start to think about how those can lengthen. These muscles here lengthen, all right, and that should immediately just start to lift you up a little bit. And as these lengthen, you might find that you're able to just pay attention to your buttocks and you squeeze them together a bit. So squeezing here, lengthening here will start to lift that posture. That's good. How are you feeling? Should we stop that marching now? So stop there. Take the feet a little bit wider, and I want you to put your arms down by your side, and I want you to lower shoulder shrug. All right, so we're lifting and lowering. Let's do that again. Lifting and lowering. Think about the two parts of the movement, up to the ears and down as well. And let's do two more. Good. And let's do one more. Great. Now I want you to roll the shoulders. Ready? I want you to go forwards up. Now squeeze them back and down. And that backwards movement, I want you to really feel how that lifts the chest. All right, so it lifts the chest. That's good. That's good. All right, let's bring the elbow in now. Let's start to do it with a bit of a sort of an elbow move like that. That's it. That's good. Now, what about a big arm circle? Now be careful, because in case your shoulders feel a bit sort of sore or not quite warm enough this morning, we're just trying to do big arm circles. Now they won't go back too far when you're doing them both together, so let's try doing one at a time. So let's try one at a time, and you can just feel, let that arm go backwards like that. So just move the waist a bit. That's it, to make it go backwards, otherwise it'll sort of stay going out to the side. All right, so make it go backwards. That's it. So this is all about trying to lift the chest. One more time. And keeping your shoulders mobile, of course. All right, let's do the other side. All right, so we're doing, what were we doing? Yeah, an arm circle like that. And you're gradually just making it bigger. And you're moving through. Do you see what I mean? You're moving through the waist. So once you get the waist to move, look, it'll go behind you a bit more. But it won't go behind you, really, unless you move the waist. All right, so round it goes. That's it. Can you feel it? Round it goes. All right, let's do one more time. Keep it close to your ear if you can, like you're doing backstroke. Good. And you can stop there. Wonderful. All right. Lovely. So give those arms and shoulders just a bit of a wiggle out. Okay. Feeling all right? Bring your feet back in and we'll march again. So remember, hip flexors lengthen. Yeah, just feel it. Just these little minute adjustments, all right? Bottom cheeks. Squeeze together. Good. Now you've done these shoulders now. I want you to focus on how they're moving backwards. That's it. They're moving backwards. So you're lifting the chest. Yes. That's good. That's good. That's really good. Excellent stuff. Excellent, excellent, excellent. All right. So you've got that lovely upright posture. Keep that going. Keep that going. Keep the arms swinging just that little bit bigger if you can. You are great. Slow it all down again. Take your feet so they're wide. We're going to work on our spine now. All right. So remember, shoulders back and down. Lift the chest. Arms down by your side, slide down the legs. Down one way and down the other way. Yes, good. So take your time. I want you to bend the spine. Yes, this is good, this is good, this is good. Bending, coming back to the middle. You are wonderful. Let's do one more time each side. Ready? There. And the other side. So a nice good spine bend, all right? Let's do a spine twist now. So take the lock off the knees. Make sure those hip flexors are really lengthened. Squeeze the bottom in. Take your arms out in front. Now I want you to bend an elbow. Look over that shoulder. Come back to the middle. Bend an elbow. Look over that shoulder. Come back to the middle. Off you go again. Ready? Twist. And twist. Good. So you're looking over that shoulder. Twist. Good. And twist. One more time each side. Just take your time as you pull the elbow backwards. Twist through the spine. Brilliant. Stop there. Relax the arms. Okay, good. Keep them soft. Just swing them in front and swing them behind. That's good. Now then, you can just let the knees be nice and soft. Good. Great, lovely. So now that shoulder's swinging forwards, isn't it? Okay. All right, lovely. So, and the spine is twisting. Okay, just stop there now. Stop there now. Let's take the arms in front again. And I want you to squeeze both elbows back like that. Squeeze them back. Good. So you go forwards, look. Squeeze them back. Forwards, squeeze them back. All right, so as you squeeze back, pull those shoulder blades together, draw them back and lift the chest. Look up a little bit, squeeze, good. And again, squeeze, lovely. 2 more times to go. Squeeze. All right, you're pulling those elbows back. There, lift the chest. Great, stop. Put your hands on the hips. Now lift tall. I want you to do a little hip circle. That's it, good. Take care of your back there as you go around. Now try and get those hips to go side, back, side and in front. All right. Good. Come on round back here into the middle. Stop. Now do the other way. So around you go. Around you go. Now see if you can push them back. Lift the chest up. That's it. And stick them forward. Stick them sideways. Stick them back. That's it. Yeah. Great. Lovely. All right, last one round. Last one, last one, last one, last one. Come on back here into the middle. Now we're going to bring our heels up towards the bottom. So you may find it better to have your heels so they're hip width apart. All right, and I want you to just draw those heels. Now I might be going a bit fast. You just do what suits you. All right, you bring those heels up towards your bottom, up towards your bottom, up towards your bottom, up towards your bottom. Try if you can as well now to stand up tall. You might find you've got a natural lean. That's okay. That's not too bad. All right. But what I need you to really focus on is that posture. So you're upright all the time. You're bringing the shoulders back. It is a bit more tricky on those. You'll feel a stretch coming, won't you, in the front of the thighs there. And your knees, how do they feel as you kick your heels up towards your bottom? All right. Stop there. Stop there. Stop there. And I hold on and I want you to circle your ankle around. Try that. Try that one way, circling around. All okay, all right on that hip as you circle it around on the other side, the standing hip. Okay, all right, lovely. And then you can stop. Okay, and let's do the other leg. All right, so you can hold on again. So don't worry about your balance for this one. You can hold on with 2 hands if you like. You're circling around with that ankle one way, and then you're going to circle around the ankle the other way. Okay, just trying to get a bit of movement there in the ankle. Okay, great. You can stop. Have a march again. Swing through those arms. Can you, whilst you're marching, circle your wrists around? Circle them around. Good. Yeah. Circle them around the other way. Okay. Good. And let's give your fingers a wiggle. Wiggle them through. Wiggle them through. Lovely. Can you keep marching? Can you try spreading your fingers out wide, touching each finger to your thumb? Ready? There, 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 and there. And again. Okay. Great. Okay. So there's that little bit of fine control, fine movement there. Relax. Well, not relax. Relax your fingers. And just swing through your arms. Okay, everybody. Let's make the movement a bit bigger. Let's lift the knees a little bit more. All right, so we're warming up a bit more now. You're taking that breath so it's that little bit deeper. So try and breathe in through the nose if you can. Maybe you're blowing out through the mouth. Just getting that breathing. All right, you are lovely. Great stuff. Great stuff. Good. Keep those arms going. Now then, have you got enough space and how do you feel about moving off the spot? Okay, because what I'd like you to do, have a look. I'm just going to move just slightly off the spot. Nothing too desperate. Just see what you can do. Marching around off the spot. Now, see how your balance is feeling today. If you're feeling all right to walk backwards, give that a go. You can keep holding on, so that's fine. You know, you don't have to go too far away from your support. But if you're feeling it, you know, I don't know how you're feeling this morning. I don't know what your space is like. You're going to have a bit more of a movement around. Do you see? So just see what you can do. Just moving off the spot. So lots of directional changes. That's hard. All right, that is hard. So, and I'm going quite quickly. So you might want to slow it down a bit. Remember, this is your workout. You are challenging yourself to move off the spot. The other challenge, of course, is to keep making it different. So sometimes what happens is you just end up going forwards and backwards. So just see what you can make that kind of bit of chaos in your movement. See what I mean? So just moving, it's ever so difficult on your brain and your feet to keep that going. So please feel free to hold on. If you're doing it on a carpet, lift your feet up. Okay, lift your feet up if you're on that carpet. That's good. That's good. Don't underestimate that this is tricky. How are you doing? My brain's getting confused. I think I might have to stop now. It makes me feel a bit seasick. Come back here into the middle and just march here. Okay? All right? We made it? Are we back? How's your head doing? Was it just me that was feeling seasick? Oh my God. I feel like I'm on a boat. Okay, right. Slow it down. Slow it down. Slow it down. Good. Great. Because I want to think about our hips today. All right, so we're going to do hips. We're going to do posture. All right, so that bit was just really about trying to get us warmed up, trying to get our brains in gear. You can slow those movements down now of your feet. That's it. Slow them down. Slow them down. All right, I want you to do side stepping. Now, I'm pointing that way, but I don't mind which way you step. It doesn't matter. All right, so I want you to do side stepping. Side stepping. Now, think again about your posture. All right, so don't worry about the kind of how intense it is. All right, what I want you to think about is up tall and your feet, think about where they are. I want your toes to face forwards. All right, toes to face forwards. Toes to face forwards. You can look down if you like, but hold something if you need to. All right, so those toes are facing forwards. That's good. Now you can start to feel the hips working, can't you? You can really start to feel them going as you are standing tall. All right. If you're not holding on and you feel all right in your balance, put the hands on your hips and just feel how they're working as they go side to side. You might want to go slower. That's fine. Make sure those hips keep facing forwards. Make sure the toes keep facing forwards. All right? So you're up tall, lengthening through those hip flexors. Lovely. All right. Come on back here into the middle. Stop still for a sec. Lift up tall and tap the toes behind you. All right? That's it. Toes behind you. Now, once again, I want you to put your hands onto your hips and I want you to stand up tall. All right? Because there's a bit of, often we tend to sort of forward lean a bit here, and that's fine. Sometimes that's fine. But in this instance, all right, I want you to really stand up tall. That's good. So you're really working through that bottom. That's good. And you're giving those hip flexors a good stretch, all right, to encouraging range of movement in those hip flexors, all right, by standing tall. All right, the standing tall is going to do it. All right, and that is the bit that feels hard, isn't it? Because you actually, what you want to do is make it easy for yourself and lean forwards a bit, because it takes the stretch off the hip flexors. But we want that today. All right, that's what we want today. All right, so we want this upright movement and we want the toes going backwards and we want that bit of stretch through the hip flexors because it's good for our posture. Yeah, that's good. That's good. Oh, how are you doing? Oh, how are your bottom cheeks doing? It's a strange thing to ask, doesn't it? But you know what I mean? Because these are working, these are stretching, and these are working. Okay. Oh, I think I've got a bit shorter in my movement. Okay, let's come on back here into the middle. Stop there and then march again through your feet. Just a little one. That's it, just a little one. Good. And make the movement now so you're actively moving your hips from side to side. That's it. So you're actively kind of moving them side to side. There. So you're just, that's it. You're pressing the heel down, moving through those hips. Oh, okay. Lovely. Great stuff. Okay. Just relax there. Just relax. Okay. So now, feet are hip width apart. Lift up tall again. Bring those shoulders back and down. Have your chin so it's level with the floor and you're looking forwards. Okay, now watch this. We're going to lift a knee. We're going to take it out to the side and we're going to bring it back down. So what you need to do is get something to hold on to. Okay, so what I don't want this to be is about balance. I want this to be about the range of movement of your hip, okay? There will be a bit of balance involved, even if you're holding on, of course, but just, I don't want you to I want you to be stable. That's what I need. Okay, so stability. So lock off that, so take the lock off that knee, all right, so it's sort of fairly springy. Okay, put your hand on your hip if you can, and as you're holding on. Lift the knee, take it out to the side. Now go as far as that hip will allow. We've all got really different ranges of movement in our hips. Put it down. Now let's try the other side. Okay, so you might want to hold on to a different support, perhaps. Okay, so we're going, lift the knee as far as you can, out to the side as far as you can, back to the middle, and stop. Okay, and then we'll do it again. So, nice springy knee. Pop your hand on that hip, lift up tall, lift up out of those hip flexors and up out of the pelvis and lift really tall. So you go there, out, in, down. Other side, ready? Lift up, ready? Lift up, out, in, and down. Now really think about your movement, all right? So you're just dropping that hip ever so slightly. You're lifting the knee as much as you can. It's going out to the side as far as you can, back to the middle, and you put it down. Let's do the other side. You ready? So you go lift, out, in, and down. Let's do one more time each side. Ready? Lift, out, in, and down. I forgot to change hands. Lift, out, in, and down. Well done. And move through those hips. Give them a bit of a rub there. All okay. That's it. Give them a bit of a rub. Give them a bit of a rub. Okay. Another one for our hips. Okay. Side leg raises. So let's do 10 on one leg. Hold your support. You can be with two hands if you like, or one hand. Take the lock off that knee. Stand up tall. Lift the foot off the floor. You're going out to the side and in. Out to the side and in. Now let that toe point down towards the floor. You're doing 4 and in. Now stand up tall, 5 and in. Well done. And 6 and in and 7 and in. Well done. 8 and 9 and 10 and stop. And then move again through those hips. All right, other side. Let me just come so you can see me. Ready? So you lift up tall, lift up out of those hips, stretch through the hip flexors, squeeze through your bottom, put your weight on that one leg, foot off the floor. You ready? Steady. And 1 and 2 and 3. Put your foot down and put the weight central. 4. That's it. So just put the weight central so you ease off through those hips, okay? 5. Do you see? There. Stop. 6. Put the weight central. Evenly through those feet. 7. Okay? And 8. And 9. Last one. Ready? 10. Stop. How are your hips? Okay? All right. Next one, we're going to draw some numbers with our feet. Okay? So let's stand up tall. We're going to draw numbers 1 to 5. Okay, you ready? So we're going to nice and slowly. 1 and 2. Take your time. And 3. Good. And 4. Oh, I think it clicked. And 5. Okay. Now, how is that standing leg doing? It's got quite a lot of weight on it. And then you can stop. Okay. Move through the hips again. All right. Should we do the numbers on the other leg? So feel free to hold on. Think about where your numbers are. Think about the posture as well. Remember, it's lifting up tall. It's bringing the shoulders back and down. It's weight on that one leg and ready, steady. Here we go. So engage your brain as well as the hip. 1 and 2 and 3. Take your time, take your time, take your time. You might be going at a slower speed than me. That is fine. And 4. Lovely. And 5. All right, to draw those numbers. Well done. And stop. Excellent. And then just move through those hips. Well done. Excellent. All right. Last one, because then I want to have a nice stretch, especially for these hip flexors, okay? So we're just going to do leg behind. So hold your support. See if you can stand tall, all right, and just take the leg behind you. So try not to do the forward lean this time, all right? So this one is upright. So you need to squeeze in through those abs, take the foot off the floor, and you're going 1, 2, 3. Slightly different, isn't it, than before we've done it. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. How was that? That was hard, wasn't it? Wiggle through those hips. All right, so it's not a forward lean. All right, so you won't get the same range of movement. If you have a look, just one sec. You can see that when you've got that forward lean, you've got that much bigger range of movement. All right, but we're not doing that this time. We're doing upright. All right, so you actually got a slightly smaller range of movement. Put your weight on that hip. All ready to push that foot back. We go. 1, 2, stand tall, 3, squeeze your bum, 4, you can feel it there, 5, 6, you may feel it in the hamstring a bit, 7, 8, 9, and 10. How was that? Could you feel it also in your hamstring there as it went? I hope you haven't got cramp in there, so just move everything around a bit. That's it, shorten them off like that. That's it, that's good. Right, everybody, let's have a stretch. All right, so we really need to get these hips stretched. All right, so the first one, stand tall. Now, take your time. I want you to try and get that foot so it goes over the other one. So hold on, you might want to hold on to 2 things. Now, it can be here if you feel all right with that. It can be just slightly in front. All right, now I want you to stand tall, and then I want you to push ever so slightly into that hip. All right, so it can be slightly in front, it can be there. So you just sort of push that hip out. Can you feel the stretch there in your outer thigh? Here. All right, relax. Unravel those feet, and we're going to do the other side. All right, so you take that one foot over if you can. It can be there. It can be all the way over there. Make sure you're holding on because this is a bit of a tricky old balance one, isn't it? And then what you do is just push out. All right, so you're pushing out that way. I should have held on to the other side. That's not very good. I'm sorry. So if you push out to the way that you're holding, you just feel it, just that stretch there. You may even feel it up here, all the way around. Is that okay? I'm sure you can tell me afterwards if that was just a disastrous thing to do or not. It's a new stretch, I know, but we're trying different things. Okay, and then you can come back up and just give them a wiggle out. How are they doing, those hips? How are they doing? All right? Okay. Let's do a hip flexor stretch now. So this is the one where you take that foot back. Okay, so you've already got that bit of a stretch. You've already got that bit. As soon as you take the foot back, you've got that bit of a stretch. Now, we're going to increase it. So I want you to stand up tall, and then I want you to tilt those hips underneath you. All right, so you're actively trying to push the hips forwards. Okay, so stay there, actively trying to push the hips forwards. Stay there for me for a count of 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and come back in. Yeah, good. All right, now try the other side. All right, so you go leg behind you. All right, you stand up tall. So you've already got that bit of a stretch, and then you actively make it more by tilting the hips underneath you. So you have to really stretch that hip flexor a bit more. This is really good for our posture, all right? So, and they get much tighter as we get older, all right? They just do. They get much tighter. So what we really need to do is stretch them out, give ourselves that lovely upright posture, stretch that, strengthen that. Okay, good. Relax. Give those legs a bit of a wiggle out. How are we doing? All right, hamstrings now. So we're going to take one foot in front. It doesn't need to be very far in front. We're going to imagine that we're sitting down on something. So you sit. That one leg stays straight. The other one is bent. You put your hands on those thighs. You keep the chest lifted and you push the bottom backwards. Now, take nice deep breaths. Breathe into that stretch. Breathe into the hamstring. This is another really good one for keeping those hips in a lovely upright position. You give those hamstrings a good stretch, and it's also really good for getting down towards your feet, okay? All right, lift up tall, bring the foot in. Now change sides, all right? So you lengthen, and then you sit back. You put your hands on the leg, really just to support your back. All right, so that's the only reason why those are there. You can hold on if that's better for you. Make sure you keep pushing that bottom back and slightly up to the ceiling. Stay there for me. Stay there, stay there. Remember, what this stretch is basically a touching the toe stretch. That's essentially what it is. But we're just doing it safer by keeping the back straight. Okay? So that's why we just bend one leg and push the hips out. Okay? Okay? Great. So now then, let's do a side stretch now. So keep your feet wide. I want you to reach up to the ceiling, reach up a bit more, and then lean over. Now, so you push your hips one way and you lengthen the arm the other way. All right, so what we're doing is trying to stretch from here all the way underneath your armpit. And then if you really sort of lengthen through the arm, you'll feel a nice stretch as well in the arm, all the way, and come back to the middle and relax, and let's change sides. Ready? So we go up to the ceiling. I want you to come up a little bit taller, and then you lean. All right, so you push those hips out one way, you lengthen the other way, you really stretch through. Well done. And you come back to the middle and you relax down. Now I want you to move those hips again. Circle them around, circle them around. Great. All right, and then the other way. So circle them around the other way. Good, good. All right, we need to give our chest a stretch. Stand up tall. Put your hands on your bottom. Squeeze the shoulder blades together. Now, don't arch your back, but really pull in. That's it. And squeeze back. All right, so a nice deep breath. So you're really trying to stretch the chest. All right, stretching the chest, also really, really good for our posture. Really good, really good. Beautiful. Okay, and relax those arms. Now stay here just for the last sort of minute or so. All right, stand with your feet to the hip width apart, shoulders back and down. Put your hand on your tummy. All right, now what I want you to do, stand up tall. I want you to pull your belly button in towards your spine. Don't hold your breath. And then relax. All right, so I want you to go pull in. All right, so that tummy button goes in. So you really relax. And let's do that twice more. Ready? So we go pull in. So I want you to focus on your breath as well. This is moving in. All right. That's it. Tummy's really working. Hold it, and relax. And then we do one more time. This is your last one. So nice deep breaths. All right, ready? You go pull in, all the way in, all the way in. Good. Don't hold your breath. Just keep focused on that tummy pulling in. The muscles all around here. Your belly button moves in towards your spine. You keep it in. You keep it in. Well done. Don't hold your breath. And relax. Relax, relax, relax. Come back, though, to that lovely upright posture. So remember, it's shoulders back. It's lengthen hip flexors. It's squeezing your bums. And we're done. We are done. Well done, everybody. Well done. I hope that was all right. I hope your hips were all right. Thank you for the feedback on the foot across. So I'll work on that one as well. It's so funny, Leah. All right. I will see you same time next week or whenever you want to do it. Thank you very much for coming, everybody. See you. Bye.